Hi, this is Shannah, and this is the reading, What Kind of Queen Are You? And this reading is for everyone. Men, women, everyone is welcome. And what we're going to see is what queen are you? What are your traits? What you have to learn? What is your power? What kind of man do you need, and what to do about that person? So, we're going to start. So, we have here 4 empresses. I'll take this one as an example. There you go. And I chose the empress as a symbol for you to choose from because the empress embodies all of the queens. So, what I'm saying is, we all are empresses. And this reading is about what kind of queen are you right now, or you are becoming right now. So, choose from one of these cards, from one of these empresses. You can pause the video if you'd like. And if you're ready, I'm ready, and we're starting. So let's start with pile number 1. So let's see, what kind of queen are you? So I'll put this away. So you're a queen of cups. So you are a very sensitive person, very compassionate, very loving, very gentle. You love the arts, the aesthetics. You could be involved in fashion, or you just love everything about fashion because you love beauty. And you're very caring, very nurturing as well. And you're very loving. You care for others. You're always there when others need you. And sometimes you don't know who to turn to when you have your own difficulties, but you never doubt or stop for a second when someone else needs your help. You're always there. And you're also very creative and artistic, so you could be anything from actress to singer to director. You could also be a writer. You have a wonderful, beautiful way with words. You can express yourself beautifully, and you have a beautiful voice. And even if you don't do these things as a career, you surely do them as a hobby, because something that you love is art and beauty. You can also have something to do with fashion, as I said earlier. So you could just have something to do with makeup, with advising on fashion and clothes and colors. You could also be a counselor because you're very, very understanding and loving towards other people. So this is the kind of queen you are. Oh, and I almost forgot, you're very, very psychic. You're very intuitive. You always feel what others are feeling. That makes you very empathetic. So you can always understand the sorrow and the pain of other people. And sometimes you just take and live this pain as your own, which could be very heavy. So sometimes you can also have the blues and suffer with the world. You have like a bleeding heart for the worries of the world. And this is you as a queen. So let's see what other side of you there is. Oh, we have Atlantis. Rapid development, excellence, success. So here, you have greater powers of communication. You are fearless. You know what your abilities are, and you want to develop them. And you want to develop them without doubt, without fear. So this is something you're exploring right now. To develop your qualities, develop your abilities without fear, without self-doubt, and just go for it. So you're very courageous at the moment. You want to flow, and you're very sophisticated and very logical. So here you're combining your intuition with your logic, and that makes it very, very powerful. And you're working on your brilliance. So this is another side of the Queen of Cups here, which usually is not directly associated with it. But you know, for instance, of your artistic abilities, and you want to develop them and show them to the world. You are feeling now brave enough to do it, and you should do it too. But what should you learn? So put these cards here. Receiving. Very interesting. But it makes sense. Look, because you are a giver, you nurture, you give all of yourself, you help other people all the time. And I was telling you before, because sometimes you have the feeling you don't know who to turn to when you're in trouble. But the thing is, what this card is telling us is that you have problems with receiving. You are used to give, but you don't feel comfortable with receiving from other people, not even from God. It maybe has something to do with your upbringing, that you know, you should give but not receive, and then the receiving is then connected with guilt, with shame, and that's not appropriate, and you should be humble. But the universe is here telling you they have so many wonderful things to give you. The universe wants to give you so much love, so many opportunities, so many presents. But you're not allowing it because you think you're not worthy of receiving. It must be like a very, very strong belief in your system that you shouldn't be receiving, that you're not worthy of it. But the universe is telling you, well, that's not so. This is what you learn. You should learn to receive, because allowing others to give is also a way of giving, because you give them the opportunity of giving to you. So if this perspective helps you to develop that, that would be great, because the universe wants to give you a lot. So, and I know you want to receive it as well, but you just block it. So this is time to change that, but do it in a loving way. Always be loving to yourself, and accept where you are and change it step by step. And what is your power? Goddess Maya and Ruby Aura Quartz. Well, Goddess Maya is an Indian goddess, and it's the goddess of illusion. It's also the worldly mother, but it's the goddess of illusion. And then we have Ruby Aura Quartz, and Ruby Aura Quartz is very good for psychic abilities, and it's also good for vitality and passion. So what is this telling you? It's telling you that your power is to see through illusion. You have that power. You have clear sight. You see the truth behind the veil. You have insight. You can see the deeper truth in any situation and in any person. And what this card is also asking you to do is to be open to heal yourself and let go of doubt, shame, or judgment, which is also very good with this card. So let go of the shame of receiving, so you can start receiving yourself, and it will be a bountiful of wonderful stuff. And because this card says, you know, believe in what you see, because you can see clearly and you know what you're doing. So just go with your gut feeling, because at the moment you can see everything very, very clearly. And it's a wonderful gift to have. Now, what is the man? What kind of man do you need right now? Now here we have the King of Wands. So this is a mature man over 35. And if he's younger, then is mature, you know. And this is a man full of fire. He's a fiery man, full of vitality, full of passion, but he's a mature, he has grown. So he's not hot-headed, but he's more grounded, but still has a fire going on, which is really good because the Queen of Cups is water, the element of water, and the King of Wands is the element of fire. And if you are into astrology, so she's about Cancer, also Pisces, and I'm forgetting the other one. I'm so sorry, but I'll remember in a second. King of Wands is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So this person then balances you out because you're more like a receiver, you're more passive, and he is really like a very active man. He knows what he wants, he goes and get it, and he brings a lot of life and dynamics into your life and a lot of adventure, a lot of fun. And is a man, because he's mature, this fire is something that stays, is a constant burning fire. It won't burn out quickly. So it's someone you can rely on. And this man will then light up your life. I don't know if you know the man already. Some of you probably know him already. And others is the man that they need to have right now and probably will meet in the near future. So what to do about this person, about this relationship? I'll keep you both together because it's so nice. And so here we have spiritual connection. The relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. This card is telling you to really look for the spiritual side of the connection, of the relationship, not only with this man, but also with the other people around you. For instance, this man here, in this case, is very passionate, so it will be very sensual. And you can bring this the spiritual side to the connection and make it whole. So that's what the card is telling you to do. Bring the spiritual side, because that's a part of you, to this connection and make it stronger and even more meaningful. So, and this was the Queen of Cups. I hope you resonated with it, and I wish you wonderful, wonderful time. And I wish you all the best. Now, pile number 2. Here we go. So, what kind of queen are you? The Queen of Wands. So this is a fiery queen, full of passion. This woman is a go-getter. She knows exactly what she wants. She goes and gets it. She's very self-confident. She's full of energy. She's very communicative, and she has a wonderful sense of humor. She loves to communicate with people. She's the life of the party. She's very knowledgeable. She can entertain. She's also very organized. She'll get everything on time, everything done. She's also very ambitious because she wants to have a career. She wants to have a family, and she manages everything because she has such a strong willpower, and she's very organized, and she's very passionate. She's very sensual. She's passionate not only in a sexual way, but also in all of what she does. She does it with passion. She loves her job, so she'll get all the knowledge there is about this job and how to make it better. She loves her friends. She's very passionate about them, so she's also very protective of family, friends. So don't mess around with this woman, and don't start messing around with the family or friends, because this woman will turn into a fierce lioness and she'll bite your head off, simply put. So, but she's really nice person, very witty and very funny and very friendly, but just don't get her on the wrong side, on her bad side, because you'll have to run. And because this fire element, so here we have, for instance, we have Aries, we have Leo, we also have Sagittarius. So this kind of people, and they also love the limelight. For instance, Leo, right? They love to be the center of attentions, and they're very charming as well. So people love to be around you. And so as a career, for instance, you can be an athlete because you're very ambitious, you're very competitive. You can also be, for instance, also in the arts, you can be an actor, you can be a director, or also in the music business, being, performing on stage or just organizing events, because you're also very, very organized. So anything that has to be with organization, and also travel, because you love to travel. So you can work as a travel promoter, or you can work as a tourist guide, anything that will allow you to travel and visit other countries and other cultures and other people, because you love to get in contact with other cultures and other people. So you're very fiery, you're well full of energy. But what else do we have here? Visions, psychic image, clairvoyance, seeing, out-of-body travel. So you have a lot of energy. But what this card is telling you is you also have to connect yourself with the cycles of the world, and this is probably something that you already do. So you're very connected with the cycles of the world, and especially the moon, which I find interesting because this balance makes you a very balanced person, because if you're fiery element, so you're more about the sun, right? And then here we have the moon, so we have the sun and the moon, so we have the masculine and the feminine combined in one person. So you probably get along very well with both men and women, because you understand them both very well. And because we have here psychic images, clairvoyance, so you're someone that gets insights during the day, sometimes without expecting. Suddenly you get images, be it insights that explain things that have been worrying you for quite some time, or suddenly you have images like almost from other worlds, from other dimensions, and you can put them into words, and the way you explain them, people trust it, and people believe you as well, because you will put it in a way that's very convincing. And you are actually moving between worlds. You have your 3D world and the 5D world, and you have no problems to move between them. You feel very comfortable in both worlds, and you can connect them and put them across in words that people understand, and people can relate to what you're saying. And what is what you should learn? Let's put them here. Focus on the light. So you're a very energetic woman, as you just saw, and if you're a man, you have a very energetic feminine side. And they're telling you to focus on the light, and in this case, it's the light of your heart, to do everything from the heart, and that you should learn to allow things to unfold, to allow life to happen. So this, what they're saying is, you have a knack to want to control everything. And yes, it's your fire nature, and you're very organized, so you want to have everything on time, you want everything to happen as you think it is the right way to do, and so on. But they're telling you, do everything from the heart, and believe that everything is going to turn out okay. And stop worrying. That's also very interesting. Stop worrying if you are unworthy of all the wonderful things that can happen to you, because you have a very accentuated talent of manifesting your reality, manifesting your visions into reality. But sometimes you block it because you do not believe that you're worthy of so much richness or beauty or wonders. And they're telling you to believe you are worthy and you deserve all these things because you're a creator and the universe loves creators. We're all creators and we're creating all together if we want it or not. But it's just telling you to stop blocking your own creations to come into light. So, and also to focus on the light. So the word here is focus, because you have so many interests and you're so passionate about so many things. They tell you to focus on one thing first. And they're telling you afterwards, you can develop all kinds of projects around it or parallel to it. But, focus on one main theme, on one main career, and everything else will fall into place. So don't dilute your energies. Just keep up what you're doing, believe in yourself, and everything will be all right. So what is your power? So we have Goddess Isis and the Isis crystal. So Goddess Isis is an Egyptian goddess and is a mother goddess and also the goddess of birth and rebirth and also the goddess of magic. And the Isis crystal is a crystal that is actually used for its nurturing properties, and is also connected to the Saint Mary energies. And this is she shall always prevail. So here, the goddess Isis tells you that everything you'll be okay, and you're this kind of person that believes everything will be okay. You can go through the biggest chaos, the biggest pain, but you always believe that everything will be okay. You're someone who believes in love above all else, because you do not let yourself be put down by fear or doubt, because you know at the end love will prevail and everything will be all right. So you are very brave, you are fearless, and you don't let anyone put you down. You don't let any situation put you down. Yes, you may suffer from time to time. You may also feel sad, depressed. It's all part of life, but deep down in your heart, you know that love conquers all. You know that there is justice in this universe, and you know that you are strong. You know that you are strong, you know that you can do it, and you never give up. There's also one trait of this card. It's telling you that your power is never to give up. You never give up. And until the job is done, you never give up until you got what you wanted. You never give up until something that you wished for was fulfilled. But not in a negative and manipulative way, because you do it out from your heart. You do it out from your unshakable belief that everything is going to be okay and that you can do it. No matter how much you may doubt yourself for a second or two, you shake it off, because everything will be okay and you'll be able to do it. So this is a wonderful gift to have. And what is the man that you need right now? Now, this is interesting. So here we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is someone in the late 20s, up to 35, more or less. And he is very reliable, is very loving, somewhat old-fashioned, and it likes to take things slowly, which can drive you mad, because you're fire, you want it now. But this person likes to take things slowly, step by step. And this is very good for you, probably at this moment, because it teaches you how to be patient, especially in love. He teaches you to calm down, to slow down, and to trust. To trust the process of love, to trust the process of getting to know someone in a really deep and meaningful way. And also to trust your self-worth, because if someone takes longer than you expect them or want them to take, you may start doubting your self-worth because, if he hasn't done this or that, it's because that person doesn't like me, or I'm not pretty enough, interesting enough, or so on. But that's usually not the case. It's just that the person has another rhythm, has another strategy. So this person teaches you to be patient, to trust, and to allow yourself to be happy. And what should you do in this situation? Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So maybe for some of you, you should be learning to demonstrate your love. Not only say it or just expect that the other takes the first step. You should be learning to trust the situation and trust yourself so much and to a degree that you're not afraid of taking the first step or letting your intentions be known by small gestures, right? Of course, fear is part of your life, of our life, but it should be also in a healthy kind of way, that's for a challenge and you outgrow your boundaries. So a little bit of fear is even healthy. And don't be afraid. It's okay. Just go for it. Make some nice gestures. Let the other person know that you care, because it will be appreciated. And if the other person, because it's a little bit slower, because these are earth signs, they move slower. There's like, for instance, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So they have another way of doing things. And you two together, the energies, just think about it, just think of it as lava. Yeah, so from a volcano, right? It's fire and earth. And yes, so trust yourself and have faith that the other person likes it and probably won't react the way you expect it because you're all fiery and you want the other person to be fiery as well. But I have the feeling that whatever you do, if it comes from the heart, it will be very, very much appreciated. So there you go. So I hope you resonated with this, and I wish you a wonderful time. Now, number 3. We'll probably get cut off in a couple of minutes, meaning I'll have to continue. Then with a second video, because I'm taking too long, but it's okay. So this is number 3. So what kind of queen are you? The Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's very, very nurturing. She's a homemaker. She's a family person. She's very oriented to the community. She's also very nature connected. She loves nature. She loves gardens and flowers. She grows her own food. She's into organic food. She wants to protect the planet, protect the environment. She's a person, in this case you are a person that is reliable, is a person who likes to make money, but not in a negative sense. It's because this earthly possessions give them a lot of pleasure. So it's a very sensual woman. She's a mother type. She's very motherly, very nurturing. She's also a healer, and she's also creative. She likes to create, for instance, her own decorations. She can be like a self-taught painter or musician, and she likes to fill her home with music, with art, with beautiful decoration, has always a beautiful home, likes to cook for her family and cook always the best. And also in her job, she likes to care for the people. So she could be, or in this case, you could be a counselor, you could be a nurse, you could be anything that has to do with taking care of other people, making them feel good. But of course, this is a general reading, so anything is possible when it comes to nurturing. And it can also be some job that has to do with outdoors, being in touch with nature, being a gardener, anything. But this queen is the mother archetype. She's the mother figure, and you always feel very safe with her. You have the feeling you can talk to her. Talking to her makes you feel better, and you are a very, very kind, nurturing, loving person, and you always have the best recipes. Oh, it's true. And you want your community, you want to be part of the community, and you want everyone to feel happy. And you want everyone to be happy and safe and healthy, and you like to take care of that for other people as well. And oops. So what do we have here? So this is another energy of you, and this is the present. And actually here, these two energies, they go together, because the present says gift, treasure, revelation of own value, nowness. So revelation of own value, because again, here you are like a giver, you're a homemaker, you're there for everyone, and you take care of everyone. And then this should be valued by other people, but you're also able to know your own value. You know how valuable you are. And there's here a thing of giving and taking, because it's gift and treasure. So it's about, giving gifts to other people, but also receiving them from other people, having this nice flow of give and take. So you are able to do this. And when I mean gifts, I also